Rikhia in particular. Today your speech, in your speech today you are trying to accomplish Project 3, the targets that Project 3 sets. And let me tell you upfront that you accomplished the targets of Project 3 with elan. You started out, the Project 3 upfront says, get to the point. And your speech started with the story of Jack Sparrow, and you asked everybody a question. Why are the sparrows disappearing? And then you followed it up with a set of questions. And the moment you had these questions heard at the audience, people knew what it is that you were going to talk about. So the first and the most important guideline for Project 3, getting to the point, was accomplished then and there itself. Then you started off with a very well-organized speech. The first part of there were 4 parts in the body of the speech that I talked about. The first part was where you talked about the reasons for extinction of the sparrows. The second part was where you talked about why we, the people who live in cities, we can't do anything. Rather, we don't do anything. The third part was where you talked about the silver lining. You said that there are people like Dilawar Singh, and there is the 20th March, which is celebrated as the World Sparrows Day. And finally, you had a fourth structured part, which was your call to action. So there were 4 very, very concise, very, very crisp, organized parts to your speech. And that again accomplished one of the major guidelines of Project 3, that was to organize your speech. But finally, the most important thing that I liked about your speech was that right when you had set the tone by giving everybody all the information, all the data, all the statistics, it was at that point of time that you got into the persuasive. The dialogue from Sholay movie comes to my mind that Loha garam hai, thoda maar. Means the iron is hot, put the hammer on it. And just when the iron got hot, you had your persuasive part of the speech ready, and you were there to persuade and influence the audience. So that was something that I really liked about your speech. Coming to the improvements that could have made the speech better, I felt that your movement around the stage was good. It showed a lot of confidence, but at certain places it was very, very predictable. And plus, at points I saw your hands moving around. And hands which are moving around along the side of your body show a certain sense of lackadaisicalness, that you are not really taking the whole thing very seriously. So that thing can be avoided in your future speeches. And there were a few long pauses at the wrong places. That was, again, pauses are supposed to enhance the effect of your speech, to make sure that the message sinks in. And having pauses at places where there are commas and full stops, that kind of gets the audience confused. What was it over there for the pause? And final thing that I would suggest is that this speech could have had a lot more personal experiences, personal anecdotes about you not seeing sparrows in your neighborhood, you growing up in a community where there were tons of sparrows all around, and how you used to wake up in the morning to the chirps of the sparrows, and it was such a good feeling. And more such experiences, more such personal anecdotes will make the speech more credible, more seatable. But as I said in the beginning, all the objectives of Project 3 were met right from the moment you started. It was a very good speech, and I'm looking forward to hearing more speeches.